What if you could shrink that fire-breathing dragon that we call fear down to a cute little guy like this and name him Fred? Fear used to control my life like a fire-breathing dragon circling around my castle. Yes, it kept me safe and was an excuse not to do things, but it also kept me small until I learned something fascinating. That dragon isn't my enemy. It was just trying to protect me. How to handle that fear? I shrunk my fire breathing dragon down to this little guy that in my mind looks like this. And I named him Fred. Yes, really, I did that. And once I could see my fear as a worried friend instead of a terrifying monster, everything changed. I learned to say thank you for trying to protect me, but I've got this. This is what I've learned about becoming the hero of your own story. It's not about slaying your dragons. It's about transforming them. So how do we make this transformation? It starts with 3 brave steps. First, you face your dragon. You name it. You listen to what it's trying to tell you. Sometimes it is warning you about real danger, like when you're about to step off a cliff and it says, stop. But most often, you're feeling uncomfortable because you're being asked to step outside your comfort zone. You're uncertain, and that activates your fear. This is a time when you're not in danger. You're being challenged to grow. Second, you define your mission, not just what you're going to do, but who you're becoming. You look at the whole story of your life. Yes, even the end. And to do that, you can write your own obituary. Trust me, it's less morbid and more clarifying than you might think. And no, writing, she kept a really clean house isn't what we're aiming for here. It's so much more. Third, and finally, we create our hero's map. Where do you want to be in 10 years? 5 years? How about next year? Not just in your career, but in your relationships, your health, your impact on the world. Courage isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. Every time we face our dragons, define our mission, or take a step on our hero's map, we're proving to ourselves that we can do hard things. That's why I've created the Little Books of Courage series, starting with Brave Enough to Be Myself, filled with real stories, daily courage, heart moments that remind you to begin to love being you, to be brave enough to be yourself. The world needs you. Sometimes you just need somebody to remind you about how brave you really are. Isn't that right, Fred? Just ask him.